The Westman Islands off the coast of Iceland. Cold, distant and rugged. This is a tough place for humans, but we're not here to see people. We've come all this way to meet a pair of beluga whales. You can see glimpses of them from the boat, but up close, and we get personal. Little white and little grey. Once held in captivity in a Chinese aquarium, now about to face a very big change.
Hi, Gray.
The idea is to give them a better life, and also to learn how whales adapt when they're taken out of an aquarium and returned to open water.
We have a great opportunity to learn how these belugas, which have lived in a captive environment for most of their lives, how they adapt to a more natural habitat. So what patterns do they develop? How do they adjust to the habitat they're in? And then we can share that information to improve the welfare of more than 300 belugas that are in captivity around the world.
The pair spent a decade in this aquarium in China, performing for crowds. But then came new owners who didn't think whales should be treated like this. The process of moving them to Iceland took years of planning. Moving whales around the world is as difficult as it sounds. These pools were built especially for them. These whales have spent almost their entire lives in captivity, so they never got a chance to learn from their mother about how to hunt or fend for themselves. The idea of returning them to the ocean now is a non-starter. They would not be able to cope. So instead they're being acclimatised here ahead of a move to that lagoon, a much more natural sort of habitat for them. Jessica Whiten has been preparing the whales for release. As that day gets nearer, so she gets more nervous.
It's like letting your kids drive for the first time, or, sending them off to school. I'm terrified. I'm absolutely terrified. Have I done the work that I need to do to prepare them so they're not scared and that they're successful?
But now that moment has come. Little Grey and Little White have just been released into the lagoon. For a decade, they were made to perform for our pleasure. Now, they get to swim free. Adam Parsons, Sky News, Iceland.